911. Yeah, hi. I'm totally freaking out. My eyebrows are so dark right now. Is this normal? Yeah, hi. I am freaking out right now. My eyebrows have just completely disappeared. Yeah, no, but is that normal? So who else has had this problem? Clients who call almost every day, freaking out with their eyebrow emergency because they want to know what the heck is going on with their healing. I'm gonna go over what to expect immediately after the microblading procedure and in the 2 to 4 weeks after that. For those of you who are new to my channel and don't know who I am, my name is Kristi and I'm the owner of Boss Brows LA. I've been in the beauty industry for almost 12 years now, and I've been microblading and doing permanent makeup for almost 6 years now. But my true passion is to teach and share my tips and tricks with all of you guys. I remember how difficult it was learning microblading and feeling all alone, which is why I created this channel. I can tell you what was even more scary was dealing with clients who were freaking out over their healing process. I'm gonna review in detail what to expect after getting your eyebrows microbladed. If it's your first time getting microblading done, it can be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster with all of the ups and downs that the healing process has to provide us. Depending on the client and their skin sensitivity, you're gonna have a little bit of redness and some minor swelling. The big scare, I would have to say, is how dark the eyebrows look immediately after getting microblading done. Now keep in mind, everything your microblading artist told you is true, I promise. Right after you get microblading done, your eyebrows are going to be about 20 to 40% darker. They're gonna feel a little thicker, and those strokes are gonna be super duper crisp. Now a lot of people like that super crispy stroke look. However, it's not going to stay that way. I hate to break it to you, but it's just not. So if you can just remember that this is temporary and it's all a process, and to trust the process. Day 2, you wake up the day after getting your eyebrows done and you realize, oh my God, my eyebrows are so freaking dark. Well, that is normal. The reason why your eyebrows are so dark the next day is because the pigment gets oxidized. Therefore, they look a little darker. So expect those eyebrows to still be a little tender, to be super duper dark, very crisp, and they're going to be about 10% thicker. The next big change is around day 5. This day can vary, but around day 5, you'll see those scabs start to appear. When I say scabs, and I do use the word scabs, okay, it is a scab. This is what happens. Our skin needs to heal. Part of that healing process is a scab, okay? Basically, it's just a thin film, all right? So depending on how much injury was caused, if your skin is really sensitive or if you have thin skin, you are gonna bleed more. The more you bleed, the more you tend to scab over. The less trauma to the skin, the less you're gonna scab over. Regardless, there is definitely going to be scabbing. This is only temporary. Now, between days 5 and 10 to 14, you're gonna see these scabs start to fall off, and unfortunately, they don't all fall off at once. No, they're gonna come off in patches. And what's important to remember here is you want them to fall off organically. The longer those scabs are on, the better. We don't want to pull those scabs off because that could pull pigment out prematurely, resulting in poor pigment retention. Once all of those scabs have fallen off, like I said, usually between days 10 and 14, and that depends on your age, how fast you heal, but let's just say by 2 weeks, all of those scabs should be gone. Oh my gosh, this is when you get another phone call from your client. Oh my God, Kristi. Yes? My eyebrows are completely gone. Really? Okay, I promise you, this is another uncomfortable phase of that healing process, but like I said, it's temporary and it's completely normal. So trust the process. Your eyebrows didn't fall off. What happened is all of those scabs have fallen off, and now you're looking at baby skin. So even though it looks like the healing is done, it's not. This is what I like to call the visible healing. That first 1 to 14 days. This is when that up and down roller coaster of emotions occurs, and this is when you'll just need to trust the process. But once all those scabs fall off and it looks like your eyebrows have disappeared, just know they haven't, because you still have another 2 weeks of healing. In the next 2 weeks of healing, what will happen is that new healthy skin will grow in. And with the last 2 weeks of healing, you'll see that color reappear. So if you've ever had a boo-boo when you were a kid and you saw that ugly scab, and then once that scab fell off, the skin kind of looked pink. Like I said, that's the baby skin. So you're not fully and completely healed yet. You're still waiting for the new healthy skin to grow in. With that being said, just be patient and know that you will see pigment reappear. The good news is, after all of the scabs have fallen off, this is when you can use makeup if you need to. I always tell my clients, if this is your first time getting microblading done, it is definitely a 2-step process. The first appointment is when we do the brow mapping and the initial procedure. The second appointment is that follow-up or perfecting appointment. This is when we review your healed results and we look over the brow mapping and see if there's anything that needs to be adjusted, such as shape, thickness, symmetry, color. Do they need to be darker? Do they need to be warmed up? Do we need to maybe add some shading? This is when we get to really perfect and fine tune those eyebrows. But until your touch-up appointment, what do you do if your eyebrows look a little patchy or they didn't heal perfectly? It's okay. You can wear makeup. Just make sure that all of the scabs have fallen off. But once it's been 4 weeks, that's when you can assess your eyebrows and determine whether you love or hate your eyebrows. But until then, just be patient, trust the process, and if you have any questions, call your brow artist.